Here's the line.
Yes, that's me, alright, trying to extricate us from a sticky situation later in this episode. But first, welcome back to a new adventure of Sailing Me Sea. We're leaving Italy earlier than planned due to a storm warning, although this means we have to endure a night crossing. Our strategy recording the wind forecast for the crossing pays off, and once back in Corfu Town, we are treated to a spectacular military presentation of F-16's fighter jets. So guys, we just made the decision that we are already leaving Otranto this evening. Normally it was scheduled for tomorrow morning, but yeah, the wind as always. Thursday they predicting 55 knots of wind here in this area, so I don't want to be here then. If I can avoid it, why not? And in Corfu it will be nice and calm. And we are underway. I'm trying to sail as high as possible to the wind, because the wind is gonna shift to the southeast. And now I'm aiming on the south side of Corfu. But when the wind shifts to the southeast, I have to turn left, and then if everything works out, I'm heading straight for the north coast of Corfu. That's the plan. Arrived at our anchorage in Burlias. That's on the north part of the Isle of Corfu, and it took us
18 hours and 45 minutes
to get here.
Yeah.
So that's an average speed of 4.16 knots. That's not fast and that's not slow. That's yeah, a little slower as normal, but we had a nice sail, and
that's important.
yeah, flat seas. So I think we made a good decision to leave Italy yesterday evening and be here before the real wind comes along. And now we're gonna take a rest.
We deserve it.
I think so. And after a well-deserved night's rest, we headed ashore. And today we're heading into town, in the town of Cassiope. We're just gonna have a look what this town has to offer. Another nice thing about Greece is that there are often pontoons set up by local restaurant owners where you can moor with a dinghy to visit the village.
And we are on shore.
Fish on plastic out of the water. Although this is mainly for commercial reasons, they usually don't mind if you don't consume anything there. But asking permission to moor is of course the least you can do. And so it seemed like the small pontoon was the property of the restaurant. So we went inside to ask if it was okay that we left our dinghy at his pontoon, and no problem. I think I will go for a swim this afternoon. Albania on the other side. It looks like we made it into town.
Yeah, I think so.
There's also a small marina or harbor, but they didn't give it good reviews, because it's very undeep and a a lot of garbage and old chains and anchors at the bottom, so that's why we didn't go in here, although it seems nice. And so after our visit to this side of the island, the wind picked up again and we were able to continue southwards, eventually ending up back in, you can probably guess, Corfu Town. We are still at our anchorage in Garitsas, in the Bay of Garitsas, south of nearby Corfu city. We just love it here, but normally the plan was to leave yesterday, but we went to the laundromat and we saw that there was something going on in town, so we decided to stay one more day longer at Corfu city, and so yeah, we're ready to go on shore, and there are already many people on the street, and yeah, I also seen some vehicles from the army, because it is a kind of Independence Day, or what was it called? Reunion of the Ionian Islands, something like that.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because the Ionian Islands have been in many in hands of many countries over the years. What did you say? Which countries? Turkey,
Russia, France, Spain.
Spain. They all possessed one or more islands here in the Ionian Sea long time ago.
British also.
The British.
Yeah.
But since 1800, the Ionian Islands are reunited, and they all belong to Greece since 1800. And that's a holiday today, and yeah, we're gonna see what it means.
It's gonna be crowdy.
Yeah, it's gonna be very crowdy. So let's go. The F-16 pilots pulled out all the stops. Loops flying upside down, straight into the air, you name it.
What a noise!
Very impressive.
Yes, it was impressive.
And a little further on, we were treated to a typical Greek dance by a local dance group. And after that, we enjoyed a gyros for lunch. That's the way I like it. And quickly returned to the boat because the wind suddenly picked up. So now we're heading back for the boat. She's almost in sight. I was a bit surprised because I had 50 meters of chain out. So normally that's more than enough. That's a scope on 5 or 6 to 1. So I was surprised, but she's still at the same spot, but she's wiggling, guys.
Yeah, close to the other boat.
Yeah, there was a big boat. He's also dragging, but he dragged really because he was maybe 100 meters in front of me, and now he's beside me. So, but he's also holding on now. So we're all good. Thanks God. Okay, we made it on board, but it was a hell of a ride. So we finally cut the lines with Corfu Town. We had a wonderful time over there, but now it's time to move on. Wind is coming from behind, and I hear you thinking why you don't sail under Genoa only, because when we sailed dead downwind I found this setup much more stable than with the Genoa. So That's why I only use mainsail with preventer. And so we have arrived at Petriti's. Last month that we were here, we were only with 2 boats, and now maybe 15. I can only imagine what it's gonna be in July and August. Here in Petriti, you also have the handy dinghy pontoons that, coincidentally or not, lead directly onto the restaurant's terrace. And so we have arrived at our favorite fish tavern, where we ate last time these delicious sardines, and Karin had the mussels. So let's do it again. And hungry?
A little bit, yes.
Sardines? Yes, please.
This first mussels.
Yeah, of course.
Please.
Thank you.
The sardines, please.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Also the mussels.
I'm not complaining.
No.
The next day, like last time after Petriti, the village of Plataria was back on the agenda. And this for a few good reasons. We have almost arrived at the marina of Plataria. Now the only reason why we come back to this place is because they have incredibly good quality of drinking water for the tanks. It's coming directly from the mountains, and they have cheap fuel. So that's the 2 things why we'll come to here this time, and tomorrow we're just going further south. But yeah, that's it for today. Just like last time, there was a lot of wind upon arrival at the marina. We didn't want to be crushed against the quay wall again, so we decided to moor on the other side of the marina, despite the harbour's master's slight reluctance. Okay, so you try to put me on the town quay, but that's the lee side of that's the lee shore. So I did not agree. I would like to go to the other pontoon where I get the wind from behind. I will not be forced against the wall. I understand that he wants to keep these spots for the charter companies, but I don't care. It's my boat. Greeks are true family people. They often live together in the same village. It's therefore not uncommon for one or another relative of the harbour master to run a local restaurant. Here it's his sister, who we will be dining with that evening. She's bought fresh local fish, which they're happy to grill for us.
Sea bream and sea bass, all from the open sea.
Oh, big ones.
Big ones.
This is a small one.
Yeah, but 1 for 2, huh?
1 for 2, eh?
Yeah, what?
This one or this one? How big you wish to be?
That's a good size, huh?
I think it's okay.
This 900 grams is perfect for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
okay.
Mendoza will know when are you.
Good.
It's a nice guy.
Save my life. Okay. Enjoy, and I will bring now the potatoes.
Thank you.
For the restaurant.
So I had a nice meal at Babi's place,
Yeah.
and it's called Officers. It's a bar and restaurant, and their specialty is fresh fish. And I must say they did a very good job. Fish wasn't overcooked. It wasn't. It was just perfectly prepared.
Yeah.
So nice evening we had. After sailing back and forth in the northern part of the Ionian Islands during the spring, it was finally time to explore a new area. The next island on our route is called Paxos, and it's very popular because of the idyllic channel between Gaios on the main island and the small island of Agios Nikolaos. From the moment we left Plataria in the morning, the wind was already playing tricks on us. It was therefore expected that trouble would follow. On our way to Paxos. Still got some wind on the nose for the moment, but as soon as we get out of this bay here at Plataria, then I can go to the port side, and then we have nice wind on the beam. So looks good at the moment. Strange thing has happened. We just came out of the bay where we had the wind right on the nose. So I thought as soon as we come out the bay and I turn left, I'm gonna have wind on the beam. But now we are out of the bay, and where is the wind coming from? From the south. So right on the nose where we have to be. But I'm not gonna run on engine for a few hours, so we're just taking our time and tacking slow towards our goal. I am trapped in my own fish line. Because there wasn't much wind, I thought I will give it another try and throw out my fishing line, but suddenly the wind shifted and I had to make a jibe, and so I sailed over my own fish line, and now she's trapped on my rudder. So I lowered the sails and now I'm going in for a dive. Luckily it's calm, and the water temperature is nice.
26.5 degrees.
Okay.
Please be careful.
Yeah, I will.
Because the boat is bouncing.
Here's the line. Yeah, it's just around the rudder blade, so.
Oh. He's got it.
I hope I can untangle this. In the end, it all worked out well. I saved my fishing line and we are even sailing again. This is so typical about Greece. You cannot rely on the forecast, but most of the time in the afternoon, late afternoon, when it's hot, wind picks up, sometimes at 3, sometimes like now around 5, and then you have a few hours of good wind, and then it drops again during the night. But the problem is all these cruising boats leave early in the morning when there's no wind. They just motor from the one anchorage to another. So when we arrive in the afternoon, most of the time the anchorages are already full. Yeah, we'll see. There's a small anchorage near Gaios, behind the breakwater. There is only space for 1 or 2 boats, so maybe we're lucky. And otherwise we sail a little bit further to the south. There is a well-protected bay, and there should be more space. But yeah, I have no idea how many boats there are already, so it's a guess. Almost at our anchorage. So this is Gaios, and this is a small island that you can go around, and there are lots of moorings, but you have to pay for it. And then you are at the town Skye when you take these moorings, but there should be that breakwater I was talking about. I think there are 2 boats already, but maybe we can squeeze in. My mistake. This is the breakwater, and there is no one there, so let's go over there. We're anchored, but I'm not quite comfortable with this breakwater just behind me, because tonight the wind is gonna shift. It's not gonna blow hard, but I don't want to end up on these rocks. So it's time to deploy the stern anchor. But this time I'm not gonna do it with my dinghy. I just released all my chain. I have 50 meters of chain out now. And I'm starting the engine, pull myself backwards with the engine, then drop the stern anchor, and then just pull up the front anchor, so until I have 40 meters left, and then my stern anchor will be 10 meters behind my boat, so that should be good and easy. Just came to the conclusion that the rope of my anchor ball is not long enough for this depth, so I have to extend it with another line. So that's part one, and now I'm gonna pull up my front anchor 10 meters, and then my stern anchor should be around 10 meters behind my boat, so that's good enough. Okay, so let's see. There she is. So this looks pretty good. Would have been better that I had a bit more distance between the stern anchor and the boat, but yeah, it's 11 meters deep, so it is what it is. We'll see how it turns out. And now, just to be sure, let's turn on the anchor alert. And I will set it only on 25 meters. Okay. Morning! It's quite early this morning, but I couldn't sleep anymore because the wind did shift as predicted and is now on the back of the boat, and yeah, the swell is just slamming underneath the boat, and it's making such much noise, yeah, that I just couldn't sleep anymore. But the stern anchor did his job well, because we're still heading with our stern away from this breakwater behind me, so that's a relief. The boat didn't turn, so yeah, there's no hazard. So we decided to move from this anchorage because the next night they predict the same conditions as last night, so the wind will be on our stern and it will be banging against the hull again. So in the meantime there is space free on the other anchorage. There's only one boat left over there, so we're gonna pick up the stern anchor and go over that side. But to pick up the stern anchor we have to work in reverse as yesterday. So first we're gonna release the main anchor in the front, then I'm gonna pull my my boat towards the stern anchor in the back. Pick the stern anchor up.
Oh, some vegetables for tonight.
Start the engine. I will go to the front, you take the wheel.
Okay.
And she will drive me to my main anchor, pick it up, and then move backwards out of this anchorage because it's too tiny to take a U-turn. So that's the plan. That went nice and easy. Now let's go to the next anchorage. Well done, skipper.
Thank you.
And that's the next spot. Plenty of space at the moment. Next time at Sailing Me Sea. After our successful stern anchor maneuver in the previous episode, we have secured a better spot closer to the town of Gaios, which we'd like to visit. Saturday it's cocktail time, and we're happy to share our recipe for one of our favorites. Our next destination is Viscardo, but before we get there, we'll take a look at the spot where we are hauling out the boat this summer and make a pit stop at the region's most popular windsurfing paradise. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have any comments, please let me know. I hope to see you soon, guys. Bye!